Do you ever feel like no matter how hard you try, you just can't seem to get your life together? That you're not happy with where you're going today and there's no way that you can change it? Well, friends, this is Tons, and I'm here to share something really personal. In this quick video, I'm going to share with you the 10 realistic habits that helped me get my life together as a 40-something. And habit number 8 is my favorite, so make sure you stick around. These habits are not perfect, and they're certainly not overnight, but they are real, sustainable shifts that can help you turn chaos into clarity. And I promise you, there are no 5 a.m. ice baths and no quitting your 9 to 5 so you can work remotely from Bali. Unless that's your thing. Instead, these habits are backed by science, shaped by experience, and most importantly, they are doable. So let's dive right into it. Habit number 1, micro planning. Forget your 10-year plan. Instead, start focusing on the next 10 minutes. I use a method called micro planning, in which I plan the next actionable step rather than the entire staircase. You see, science says our brains handle uncertainty poorly. Micro goals reduce cognitive overload and trigger dopamine each time you complete a goal. There was a time I felt completely paralyzed by huge to-do lists, and even today I find them completely overwhelming. So instead, I just ask myself, what's the next thing that I can do right now? It's not about being perfect, it's just about moving forward. So let's say you're a YouTuber and you worked really hard on a particular video, and yet you didn't get enough views and very low engagement. My advice to you would be to not harp on that particular video and to put it behind you since it's already been published and there's not a whole lot you can do about it, and to focus on the next one and to move forward. Habit number 2, low dopamine mornings. So I've been doing this for about the last 4 years, where the first 30 minutes of my morning comprise of no news, no phone, and no stimulation. Just water, breathing, and quiet time. And here's why it works. According to neuroscientist Dr. Andrew Huberman from Stanford, flooding your brain with dopamine early in the morning sets the bar unrealistically high for the rest of your day, which you're not going to be able to keep up with. I used to check the phone every morning before getting out of bed, and then I would wonder why I would already be so anxious by 8 a.m. So change the input and control how much dopamine you take in early in the morning, because that can change everything. Habit number 3, the 1 mess rule. Now this one's hard because I have 3 young kids, but I try to allow only one area of mess at a time, and whether it's a messy drawer, a messy inbox, or a messy kitchen, and the rest of it is clean or contained. According to Princeton Neuroscience Institute, visual clutter increases cortisol, aka your stress hormone. Keeping spaces clear boosts focus and emotional regulation. So if you're a naturally messy person or have kids like me, or you get really stressed out about clutter, this habit can be gold. It gives you a little bit of room and permission to be imperfect, just not everything all at once. Habit number 4, weekly self-audit. Every Sunday, I check in with myself with the 3 questions: what drained me, what energized me, and what can I do better? Self-awareness is the foundation of emotional intelligence, and a high EQ is linked to better relationships, success, and mental health. I started this in my early 40s, where I found that I would get really drained by the end of the week. And since I made this change, I noticed patterns that I never noticed before. Like how certain social settings always drained me. So now I say no to them and I only go to a select few. That awareness led to real change and gave me back so much energy. Habit number 5, the 9 p.m. wind down rule. Instead of forcing a strict bedtime, I started focusing on when I tend to slow down, and that's for me right around 9 p.m. after my kids go to bed. According to National Science Foundation, creating consistent wind-down cues actually helps signal your brain that it's time to transition to rest, which in turn improves sleep quality. Hey, we've all been there. I used to treat sleep like it was an afterthought after hours of watching Netflix, scrolling, and then eventually crashing. But when I created a consistent wind-down ritual by dimming the lights, lighting a candle, reading a book, I noticed that my mental clarity and sleep quality dramatically improved. Because sleep is the foundational habit, and without it, everything else falls apart. Habit number 6, the mental reset button. So whenever I start to get worked up mentally or emotionally, I take a moment and say out loud, reset, new moment, let's go. According to Journal of Cognitive Therapy and Research, cognitive reappraisal, or reframing in real time, helps break down negative thought loops and build emotional resilience. And if you're a serial overthinker like me, there's a video I made on how to stop overthinking literally everything that I need you to go watch next. But this method saved me from overthinking so many times. It's like hitting the Control-Alt-Delete button for your brain. Habit number 7, walk before you talk. Whenever I'm upset, I take a 10-minute walk before I react, text, or email. According to Harvard Medical School, movement regulates your nervous system and boosts executive function, meaning you respond better, not react worse. This habit can literally save relationships. So one walk can prevent a text that you would definitely regret sending. Habit number 8 is my personal favorite, reading 10 pages a day. Just 10 pages, that's it. Think about it, if you read 10 pages a day, that's about 15 to 20 books a year. According to Yale University, regular readers tend to be more focused, reflective, and informed. One of the most transformative books I've read is Atomic Habits by James Clear. It reinforced the idea that micro habits like reading 10 pages a day can compound into life-changing results. And it's not about motivation, it's about having systems. So implementing this simple habit can not only expand your breadth of knowledge, make you more informed, but it can also transform your life. Habit number 9 is saying, I don't know, without shame. Admitting I don't know is something that usually feels like weakness. However, if you try it, you'll see that it actually feels like freedom. According to Harvard Business Review, admitting ignorance actually increases your credibility and creates psychological safety in relationships. In my 40s, I realized that people who pretend to know everything usually know the least. There is confidence in admitting that you don't know something, and there is confidence in curiosity. And habit number 10 is inner narrative check. Check in with your inner voice like you would check a thermostat. Is it critical and cold? Is it warm? Is it encouraging? Self-talk not only shapes your identity, but also impacts your physical endurance and pain tolerance. So talk to yourself like someone you love, and your emotional landscape will change. So there you have it, these quick, simple, and realistic habits that helped me change my life in my 40s. Not all at once and not perfectly, but consistently. And here's what I want you to remember. You don't need a total life overhaul. You just need a few simple habits that work for you. Start where you are, use what you have, and do what you can. And if this resonated with you, please drop a comment with one habit that you're going to start today, or share one that you learned on your own. Don't forget to subscribe, and remember, it's never too late to become the person you were meant to be. See you in the next one.